There's a right way and a wrong way to do ab workout. Today you're going to learn the right way to do it so that you do more good than harm and you protect your spine. I'm Noko. If you like what I do, share the video, subscribe to my channel if you are new by clicking the bottom right corner of the screen. All you need today is your mat, and I'm going to be using a block as a weight, so you can use a block, but you can also use a dumbbell, you can use a book or anything. If you don't have any equipment, you'll be good to go. At the end of the video, don't forget to check out the links in the description. Let's get started. So I'm gonna start just loosening up a little bit of the hips, legs crossed, and just making circles around the hips, noticing how your hips are feeling, maybe how your low back is feeling, other side. And then I have the right leg front, keeping the same leg front, just leaning forward. Maybe you're right here, maybe you go further down, doesn't really matter where you are. Taking a deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Big breath in and out. And one more. And shaking those legs out. Switching leg, now I have the left leg front. Same thing, rolling forward. Maybe you're right here, or maybe you go a bit further forward. And if you're doing this with me in the morning, you may feel a little bit tight in your hips or in your low back. Big breath into the nose and out. Last one. And slowly rolling up, shaking those legs. Okay, the most important thing when we do ab work is to really protect your spine. Most people are doing the ab works wrong, or they doing more harm than good because they don't engage the right muscles. So you need to engage the muscles that's supporting your spine. It's called the transverse abdominis. It's the bottom layer of your abdominals. So we don't say it, that's why people don't use it. But this muscle wraps around your waist, and when you contract it, it's like it's pulling everything together, so it's supporting your spine. So you really want to engage this transverse abdominis muscle to support your spine every single time you do ab work. So we're going to do one exercise. We're going to start one exercise to engage this transverse abdominis. And the way you engage it is basically by lifting or pulling the belly button to your spine. So if you look here, I'm dropping the belly and then I'm lifting. Drop and lift. Okay? Again, drop and lift. Drop, lift. If it's uncomfortable on your wrist, you can be onto your fist. You can be onto your forearms. And drop and lift. See if you can suck your ribs in together, also squeezing your ribs. So imagine you pulling everything inside towards the spine. Let's do, let's start with a set of 10. Ready? Everything is dropping down towards the floor, belly is dropping and up. And release and up. So let's keep going this way. And notice that my low back is not moving, so you don't want to do this, okay? There's no hip movement, otherwise you're not using just your transverse abdominis. So one thing you can do is put your hand here in your low back to make sure that you're just using your transverse abdominis. Inhale as you drop, exhale as you lift. Inhale, drop, exhale, lift. Inhale, drop, exhale, lift. And just relax. Let's do another set. This time we're gonna do 30. Ready? Drop, lift, drop, lift, drop, lift. Again. As we drop, we inhale. As we lift, we exit. This is fine. Drop exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. This is 10. Drop, lift, drop, lift, drop, lift. Halfway through, keep going. Lift, lift. Again. We're almost there. We have 10 left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up, lift it, and hold, 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 hold. Nice job. Let's lay on our stomach, just stretching the abs. At any point today, if you feel that you're cramping up your abs, you get on your stomach and you stretch the abs. Okay? So here, feet apart. And if we're sinking to the shoulders, we press the shoulders down. And we're going to press the elbows into the mat. And imagine you pulling the elbows at the same time towards your hips. Pushing the chest out. So we're stretching the abs. This is the Sphinx. Alright, from here we tuck the toes under, getting in an elbow plank. So, same thing here, we tuck the belly in, so we engage this transverse abdominis. And if you're getting tired here, you can place one knee down. And another knee down. Or maybe both knees down. Making sure your knees are not underneath your hips. Okay, if you have your knees underneath your hips, you're not doing any work here. So we want to start in a plank. And maybe here, one knee down, other knee down. Okay, we're going to hold it for 30 seconds. Or trying to. Alright, let's get ready. On our elbows, forearms, and making sure your hips are not lifted, they're not sinking either. We're holding it here. Hold it here, belly lifted, remember? Ribs lifted. We're almost there. Keep breathing. 15 more seconds. 10 more. We may be doing a bit more than 30, I think I was talking, but that's good. And release. And again, opening up the chest. Nice. Let's extend the arms back, right here. Forehead facing down. We're going to keep the top of the feet pressing down. And we're going to just lift the shoulders, gazing towards the front of your mat. So we working on the low back and the glute, because as we work on one side of the body, we want to make sure that we work also on the other side of the body. So down and up and down and up, keeping the feet down. Down, hold it down. Now let's engage this transverse abdominis. So imagine you lifting the belly button off the mat, ribs squeezing together, and same thing, lift. We keep the belly engaged. Inhale down, exhale up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands underneath the shoulders, on all fours, and cat. This feels really good in the back. Inhaling cow. Exhaling cat. Inhaling cow. Back to center. Alright, let's sit up. We're gonna do some what's called the boat. I'm gonna show you different options. So this is the boat. Okay, that's a modified boat. Actually, the boat is with the knees extended. Different options, especially if you don't have the strength yet to hold on your legs up. or if you have any low back tightness tension, I'm going to show you options. So first option is with the hands down. We're going to keep this transverse abdominis engaged the whole time. So sucking the belly in, ribs in, and you can have just one leg lifted. Next option, other leg lifted. And you can move from one option to the next at any point. Next option, you can hold on to your legs, but I don't want you to be leaning into your legs because you're not using your abs at all. So you're just going to use 2 fingers underneath your knees, right here. So you cannot really lean into it. And notice how my elbows are bent. Okay, this would be the third option. And fourth option, and if you have it in your practice, you want to challenge yourself, knees extended. Alright, so initially we're just going to hold it and then we're going to add on. At any point, feel free to relax. You just cross your legs and roll forward whenever you need a break. Don't expect to be able to do everything the first time. So it's a good idea to repeat this video, or if you're interested in doing a challenge, let me know. So get into any of the position. Okay, it can be 1 foot down, 2 feet up, 2 fingers underneath the knees, or here. We're going to hold for 30 seconds, belly lifted, and hold, relaxing the shoulders. We're just holding, belly pulling towards the spine, ribs sucked in. We keep breathing, shoulders, arms relaxed. We have about 20 seconds to go, or 10 seconds to go. We're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Placing the hands down, feet on the mat, and pushing the hips up, pushing the chest up. So we're stretching the shoulders as well. We're also strengthening the low back and the glutes. All right. Let's add on to this exercise. So if you have your block, your book, use it. Your phone, if you have something heavier, that's even better. The heavier, the more challenging. So all we're going to do is basically make an 8 between our legs. Now, if you're using only one leg, okay, you're just going to go around and then, or you can alternate. 30 seconds as well. Ready? Begin. Remember that your belly is pulled in, you're engaging your transverse abdominis. And you probably feel your hip flexors working here. We're halfway through. Five seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's push the hips up. Pushing the shoulders, chest up. And down. Leaning forward. Alright, I want to do another variation of the boat. So again, you can have one leg up, both legs, okay? And here what we're going to do is pull the knees in and out, and in and out. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold them in, arms up. Now if you have your hands down, do one arm up at a time. Okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relaxing. So as you are relaxing, I'm going to show you the next one. It's a bit more challenging. From this position here, it's very important to engage the transverse abdominis for this variation here. We're going to extend the legs. And maybe your legs don't extend all the way and come back up. You can do it with one leg only. Okay? And maybe you don't go all the way down. Alright? Let's do maybe 10. Okay, belly pulled in, ribs in. Ready, inhale. Exhale, 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's stretch those abs. Okay, here, stretching. And we're gonna work on the low back as well. We're almost there. We have 2 more ab works. 2 more exercises. All right, arms extended, legs extended. Forehead down, belly lifted, lifting the left leg, right arm. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, switch side, up, 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 4, 5 left, 4, 3, 2, 1, and opening the heart. Maybe your arms are not extended, maybe you place them further forward. Wherever you are is fine. Pressing the shoulders down, opening the chest. Okay, the next one is one that I really like. It's from the downward facing dog. I'm gonna show you also different options. Okay, here, gonna lift one leg, and as we get into a plank, we pull the knee as far forward as we can. Your knee may get stuck here, that's fine. As you get stronger, you'll be able to pull it further forward. Okay, and let's get into this downward facing dog. 5 times each side. 5, inhale, exhale, this is 4, inhale, exhale, 3, 2, 1, downward facing dog. Doesn't matter how your downward facing dog is, you can lift your knees, lift your heels, bend your knees, that's fine too, and go from here. 2, 3, 4, 5, and knees down. Just relax. I'm going to show you the next one as you're relaxing. It's another variation of the downward facing dog. And then we'll have one more for the obliques here. So, you can continue doing what we just did, okay? Right here. Or we can slide down and up and down. So maybe you're right here and you go down, lift, you're towards your ribs and down. Let's get into a downward facing dog. 5 times each side. Inhaling, extending one leg, exhaling. Knee forward, slide down and up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe here. Other leg. Reach out with your leg, inhale. Exhale, knee as far forward as you can. Slide down and up. 2. Lift as high as you can. 4 and 5. Child pose. Just relax here. Just let it go. Deep, slow breath. Alright, let's do one more, then we'll stretch. Do for the obliques. Oh, you know, I forgot one. I like this one. Sorry, so there's 2 more. So when we're doing the plank, okay, elbow plank, we'll do this one. Actually, we'll do this one instead. I told you there was just one left, so let's do this one. So from here, we're gonna slowly get into our push position. And then from here, slowly down. Let's try elbow plank. Belly lifted. Up down, down. Now focus on your hips. Typically they swing side to side because it's easier to do the exercise. That's why I told you need a book, a block, or your phone. If you're putting your phone here, make sure you have a soft surface in case it falls down. So imagine that you have a cup of tea here and you don't want to spill it out. So from the push-up position, what we do here, we shift the weight to one hand. So I should be able to lift one arm, slowly place the forearm down, other forearm down, and then slowly back up and up. Let's do the same thing, start with the other arm. Shifting the weight to the other hand, I should be able to hold this hand up, slowly down, down, up, up, and relax. So that's a very tough one, but it's a very important one because it gives you a feedback. If this is moving, whatever you have on your low back is moving, means that your hips are not stable, okay? If they're not stable, it means you don't have the control here. If you don't have the control, it means you don't have much support on your low back. So that's how you can get low back pain, how you get injured, because if you're not able to support it, to control it in this position, it means that every time you lean forward to pick up something, you turn around, there's nothing protecting your spine. So that's a very important exercise, and your homework is to do it maybe 4 times daily for the next week, until you feel that, you know what, you're really stable, you can really get into this position here, lifting one arm without dropping or swinging your hips. All right, let's stretch the low back, and then we're almost done. On our back, knees to chest. Hands on the knees, just rocking side to side. And if you have your block, you can drop your knees on your block. But first we're going to scoop the hips to the left, and then we can drop the knees towards the right, keeping the shoulders facing straight up. Now those of you who want a little bit more, you can lift. Okay, you can do 10 more here. So shoulders facing up, knees facing one side. So you're stretching, but you're also working on your obliques if you want more. So it's very important for me that you leave me a feedback so I know, if it was too hard, too short, if you want more of this, if you are interested in this ab workout challenge, and how long you want it to be. Back to center, let's scoop the hips to the other side, dropping the knees, pressing both shoulders down. Again, those of you who want a little bit more, you can do some curls here, working on your obliques. Let's roll to one side, slowly get up. Just gonna stretch a bit of the hamstrings, and then we'll be done for today. So head to knee, we have one foot next to the thigh, other leg extended with the big toe across the hips. Keep the spine straight and lifted as we crawl the fingers forward, reaching forward. Okay. And once you reach your max, just hold it there. Slowly rolling up. I'm going to switch sides. lengthening the spine. And maybe some of you feel the stretch right here. You can just place your hands behind your hips and push your chest forward. And maybe that's how far you go today, because you can really feel it tight. Some of you may want to go a bit further. Doesn't matter where you start, matters where you go. Slowly rolling up. All right, crossed, hands to heart. Remember that I value your time, your dedication, and your comments. I do read them. Until next time, namaste.